Who ever thought that a simple village girl would one day become the foundress of a religious congregation that has today spread throughout the world? Presenting Saint Mary Mazzarello, a peasant girl born in a village of Mornese, Italy, on 9th May 1837. She grew up like any other child of her age, playful, naughty, vain, lively, and dutiful towards her family. But as she grew up, guided by her wise and holy parents and her parish priest, Father Pestorino, she became tuned to the divine. Love of God and prayer became her priority. Her only desire was to please God in all that she thought, said, and did. She was a strong young girl whose work in the vineyard was better than the men who worked with her. Hard-working, dedicated, and joyful was she in whatever she did. In the midst of her diligent work, she would often turn to God in silent prayer. Mary Mazzarello never refused an offer to be of help to others. When the typhoid epidemic struck Mornese and she realized that her services were needed, she generously offered herself. She said, "I know I will contract the disease, but nevertheless I will go." That was the turning point of her life. After serving her typhoid-struck relatives and nurturing them back to life, she was on her deathbed. But God had greater plans for her. She did recover, but didn't gain her former strength and couldn't do hard manual work like before. A vision on the hill of Bosco came as a divine revelation of God's marvelous designs for her. She saw a building with many girls and heard the words, "I entrust them to you." A new chapter began unfolding in her life. Along with her best friend Petronilla, Mary Mazzarello learned sewing with the only aim of teaching young girls not only the trade, but to love God, to please Him, and be cheerful always. Don Bosco's visit to the village of Mornese brought great excitement to all the villagers. He promised a school for boys, but once again, God had different plans. Amazed at the work done for girls by Mary Mazzarello and her group, Don Bosco realized that they did the same work for girls as he and his priests did for boys. God used Don Bosco to begin a new religious congregation with Mary Mazzarello and her companions as its first members. As the head of a new order, Mary Mazzarello was indeed a role model of simplicity, patience, and humility. Love for God always remained the driving force of her life. She missed no occasion to reach out to the sisters or children in need. As honey attracts flies, she attracted young girls, not just to herself, but to love God and to serve Him. Today, we are known as the Daughters of Mary, Help of Christians, or Salesian Sisters of Don Bosco, and we have spread throughout the world and continue being channels of God's love, especially to the poor and abandoned youth. May Saint Mary Mazzarello intercede for all of us. God bless you.